welcome to another crochet video. I have made this bottle holder and today I'm going to show you how you can crochet it as well. This is a very easy, straightforward crochet pattern. If you want to follow along with the written part, you can go to my blog www.yarnhild.com. I'm going to leave the links below, but you can find a free written pattern there as well. I'm just gonna crochet with cotton yarn today. I'm using the 8 to 4 hobby cotton yarn, and I'm also gonna use a 3mm crochet hook. Here I'm also made straps for the bottle holder, and it should fit most bottles, but you can also customize the size and make it larger if you want. This measures 8 or 8.5 centimeters. But you can also add another round if you have a big bottle, then it will also work with that. And also here's the length. You can make it as high as you want. And also the straps, I made them like 80 centimeters, but you can do shorter ones or longer ones depending how you like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I try to post new video every week. Also check out my blog www.yarnhild.com for more free written crochet patterns, or also here on YouTube you can see my video patterns. So here is the yarn that I'm using. You're just gonna need like 40 grams of yarn, and here is the color that I'm using. It's number 59 if you want to make the exact same one. So first we're gonna start off with a magic ring, and this is how I like to make mine. You can make yours as you like. I just wrap the yarn around my index finger and around my thumb. Then I go into the loop that I made. I grab the yarn with the hook and pull it up, and then I'm gonna make one chain. Also I have a slower video on how to do the magic ring. But now I'm gonna chain up 2, and then I'm gonna yarn over, and then I'm gonna do 1 double crochet. So yarn over, grab the yarn and pull it up. Now you have 3 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We're gonna make 9 more double crochets in this ring. So in total 10, that chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So now we have 1 double crochet, and you're just gonna go ahead and make 9 more. So there's 2, and then there's 3, and so on. When you have done your 10 double crochets, you're just going to pull the ring closed and then count the stitches. I like to count from the hook and backwards. Now go into your first double crochet, not the chain 1, and do a slip stitch. Here you have your slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 2 again. In the first double crochet, you're going to do 2 double crochets, so an increase in that first stitch. And also you're going to do 1 increase in every stitch, so go ahead and put 2 double crochets in each stitch. So you go from 10 double crochets to 20 double crochets. As you can see, I'm wrapping the yarn twice around my finger. This is to maintain the yarn tension, but if you are a tight crocheter, you can try to do it 1 time around your finger instead of 2. This depends on if you're more a tight crocheter or loose crocheter. So go ahead and count your stitches at the end and make sure that you have 20. And then go into the very first double crochet and do 1 slip stitch. Now chain 2 again, and now we're going to do 1 increase in every second stitch. So do 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then do 1 increase in the next. So repeat this all the way around, 1 double crochet in the next, and then 1 increase in the next. Repeat all the way around until you have 30 double crochets. So now when you're done, count your stitches again. Because this pattern, you have to have a stitch count of 5. So make sure to have like a even number of stitches with like 20 or 30 or 40 or something. Now do 1 slip stitch in the first stitch and then chain up 2. Now we're going to increase in every 3rd stitch. So do 2 double crochets, 1 in the first one and 1 in the second, and then 1 increase in the next. So we are going from 30 to 40 double crochets now, and you're going to repeat this all the way around. 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches and 1 increase in the 3rd. At the end I have 3 stitches left, and the last stitch is always 1 increase and then 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. If you want to make your bottle holder even bigger, you can do one other round of increases. Then you would do 1 increase in every 4th stitch, so you go from 40 to 50, but just like measure it like this, hold it over the bottle and see if it fits. You don't want it too big because it should be like tight around the bottle. So go ahead and count your stitches and make sure you have 40 or 50 double crochets. So the first round that we're going to do of the stitch pattern is a little different, but all the other rounds will be like the second round. So this is the first, the only one that will be an exception. But first you're going to chain 6 that count as 1 single crochet and 5 chains. And then you're going to skip 3 stitches, so counting from the next 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3, and go into the 4th one and do 1 single crochet. Now you're going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, skip 3 stitches and go into the next and do 1 single crochet. So 1 single crochet in every 4th stitch. Repeat this 5 chains, skip 3 and 1 single crochet in the next. And then repeat 5 chains, skip 3 and go into the next and do 1 single crochet. And you're going to repeat this all the way around. So it doesn't matter if you have 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 stitches, this will add up. So chain 3, next chain 5, skip 3 and do 5 chains again. So now I'm at the end, I have 3 stitches left. I'm going to chain 5. Now we're going to do 1 slip stitch in the very first chain that counts as 1 single crochet. So find your very first chain and do a slip stitch. Now you're going to slip stitch 2 times until you get like in the middle there of the chain 5 space. And now you're going to chain 6. This is now we're going to do the round that you will be repeating until you are happy with the size. So chain 6, always the first one counts as 1 single crochet and 5 chains. And that now go into the next chain 5 space and just put a single crochet there. Just go around the bow like I'm doing and do your single crochet. So now we're gonna do 5 chains again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1 single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And you're gonna repeat this all the way around with your 5 chains and 1 single crochet in the next 5 chain space. So 5 chains, 1 single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So repeat this all the way around until you're at the beginning, and then also put a stitch marker in that very first chain 5 space you made. I forgot that, but make a stitch marker there. So here I'm at the end. I'm on the very last chain 5 space. I have done my single crochet. I'm going to chain 5. At the beginning here, I'm just going to do 1 slip stitch in the 3rd chain here because we did 6 in the first one. So find the middle one and do your slip stitch. And now we're going to start. I'm just going to put a stitch marker here and then chain 6 again. And now 1 single crochet in the next chain space. And now here put your stitch marker. And then chain 5 again, and now repeat the stitch pattern. So the only exception is that in the beginning you are chaining 6 instead of 5 because you have 1 single crochet and 5 chains. And then at the end here, when you're done this, you're going to do 1 slip stitch at the beginning here. So now chain 5 and then 1 slip stitch in the middle here. So 1, 2, and 3. And then do a slip stitch here in the 3rd chain. So now you're just going to repeat what we just did, and then you're going to like do your 6 chain at the beginning, and then 1 single crochet in the next chain space, and then 5 chains. So go ahead and repeat this until you are happy with the size. My bottle holder is about 23 rows or something. So go ahead and make it as long as you need. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you how to make the edge and how to make the handle. So I'm going to show you the first bottle holder that I made. And this is like 23 rounds or something. So I'm going to work on mine now off the camera. So now we're going to make the edge and we're going to do some decreases without doing the actual decreases. First, we're gonna make it a little snugger at the edge. So it can be a little harder to put the bottle in there, but it worked for me. So So I think it will work for you too. But what I'm just doing to decrease, first I'm gonna chain 1, and then around the very first bow I'm gonna do 2 single crochets, and then around each chain 5 space I'm gonna do 3 single crochets. So around each chain space we're gonna do 3 single crochets, and it's just skipping the single crochets between. So this is why we have a slightly decrease. We're just skipping the single crochet in between here. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets in each chain space and repeat all the way around. So here at the end, I'm just going to do 1 slip stitch, and I did this in the chain 1 now. Now chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each stitch. Repeat this all the way around, 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you can do as many rows as you like for this. I did a total of 4 rows here. You can also do more or less if you want to. So when you're done here with the edge, we're gonna do the handle. Now we're just gonna do 1 chain and then 1 single crochet in the same stitch. And then 4 more single crochets, so total 5 single crochets. And depending on, if you want it wider, you can do 1 more, but I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and then 5 single crochets, like 1 single crochet in each stitch, and chain 1 and turn. And this is what you will repeat until you are happy with the length of your handle. Mine is about 80 centimeters. Like so. It's quite stretchy, but so you have to keep that in mind, like even though it's cotton, it's a little stretchy. So you're just gonna repeat the 5 single crochets, chain 1 and turn. So it would be fun to make a bag out of this pattern. You could just also customize it and make a bag. You would just need to like do many more rounds, and then you could easily make a bag out of it. Also have another crochet pattern for a market bag on my blog. I don't have a video tutorial for it, but you can check out the free pattern on my blog. So just connect it, and I'm gonna just crochet until you're happy with the size, and I'm gonna show you how to connect it. You just need to like turn the work inside out, and if you so you don't see the seam on the one side, but I'm gonna show it to you now. So now I'm done with the strap, and I made it this long. Can you just have it over the shoulder with this size? And then what I want you to do is turn the work inside out. And also make sure that the chain is not twisted. So I'm turning it inside out now. And then place the strap so it's not twisted. And now find the other side. And then just place it like this. And then make sure you have like the same amount of stitches on each side. And then you're just going to connect it with slip stitches, and I just go through both panels. So here, do one slip stitch through both panels. Let's go in there and grab the yarn, pull the loop and pull it through both. And do this in every stitch. And then here's the last one. So now you can also sew it on if you like to, but I like to avoid sewing if I can. And now just turn it to the right side again, and now you can cut the yarn and weave in all the ends, and your crochet bottle holder is ready. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support. You can also, I have a newsletter subscription on my blog, so you can go there and subscribe to my newsletter so you don't miss any free pattern. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the yarn. And now I'm going to weave in the ends. It's important to weave in the ends, not just to cut it off, because then horrible things can happen. Just make everything more secure, and it's better to weave it in. It's a shame if it gets ruined. I hope you have fun with this video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video here on YouTube. So this is how it looks when it's done. And now you get to see the after pictures of my bottle in all its glory. So I will see you in the next one. Have a nice evening. See you soon. Goodbye.